How about in terms of ink? What were you guys using for that?
Burnt baby oil.
Burnt baby oil.
Big
Who was the supplier? Did he?
Yeah. I said that in one of my live streams too. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
They're gonna get you. The crazier things get, the more you justify it until you gotta take a timeout or something like that. I started to think that I was smarter than the police.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then look, like, bro, I got like straight out of a movie. I got a cold case from like DNA left on
7
scene
years
from a
ago.
robbery from 7 years ago.
Wow.
They're gonna get you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spro Talk. You're here with your hosts, James, Massimo, and Will. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we are joined by Adam McKnight. He is the owner of For the Soul Inc. You can find him on Instagram at 50 Shades of Great. Adam, thank you for joining us.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Not much. Chilling. Thanks for having me.
Of course, brother.
Yeah, so Adam, we just wanted to get you in here today so you could talk about your inspirational transformation story with everyone.
Yeah, I got you guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
For sure. Adam, let's get started from the beginning, man. So when did this all start, and where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Georgetown. You guys know where that is?
Yeah.
Georgetown,
Okay,
yeah.
most people don't.
All right. Yeah.
Brampton's little brother. I grew up in Georgetown. Played sports growing up. Was like a normal kid growing up in a small little town.
Nice.
Didn't even really do art or anything as a kid. A little bit with my mom, a little bit growing up. But I was never really an artist. After my mom passed away when I was 15, and I don't know, just went off the deep end, just got into trouble. I probably started getting in trouble before when she was sick. Went down a terrible path, ended up doing a prison sentence. But in prison, I found tattooing.
Nice.
I found drawing, and then tattooing. And then, when I came home, I just hit the ground running and went from there.
Yeah, that's cool. I think like just so people get kind of a background context, what did you get into when you were in the streets?
I mostly just into the drug game. So I was just got charged with drug trafficking, and then from the trafficking charges, I got my DNA taken as part of a plea deal for it, and then I came back on a cold case from a robbery and home invasion from like 7 years prior. Again,
Wow.
like everything to do with like the drug game kind of
Yeah,
thing. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Without getting into too much details.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I ended up getting the prison sentence for. So I got 4 years for that.
4 years. Wow.
How'd you feel when that came back like 7 years later? It's like
It was a shock.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wasn't really thinking. It was like 7 years, maybe not 7. I forget. Maybe it was 6 years at the time. But yeah, I was trying to turn my life around at the time, so I wasn't even in anything crazy at the time. So it wasn't like immediately on my mind.
You were going down the right path.
Yeah.
Not to say I didn't not to say I forgot it happened. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I definitely like kind of maybe suppressed some of the crazier shit.
Yeah,
a little
you're
bit,
past
you
it.
know?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I had no idea.
Wow. So that must have been a rough time, because like you said, you start to change yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I was
right.
trying,
So
yeah.
that's
I literally went to probation one day, and they just popped out of the back room and
Wow.
arrested me.
wow.
Yeah.
At that point where you're like, I'm ready for the real world, like I'm back to.
No, I didn't even like sink in the beginning. I thought that I was gonna beat the charges, to be honest.
Yeah,
It
that's what I was just thinking.
So old, and like I don't know, like the circumstances are a little bit like, it wasn't just some like civilian. It wasn't just like some random home invasion. Yeah, to be honest, I thought I was gonna beat it.
Yeah, like there's no way at that time you were thinking, okay, I'm going away for 3-4 years right now.
Yeah, I didn't think I was like dead to rights. I was like, it's not exactly what you guys think this is. So like, I'll probably.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna get past this. Life's gonna go on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's kind of everybody's. I would assume their first instinct, the first time, right?
Yeah, everything.
Like,
everyone's like,
nothing's gonna happen.
I'm
We're
gonna
getting
fight
past
this.
this. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fight this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
And I thought that like even, I don't know, so many things are going through your head. So we don't have statute of limitations in Canada.
okay.
So in my head at first, I'm like, bro, this has got to be too old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
like
there's
you-
got to be something. Like,
Yeah, something like it's too long ago.
But no, they could get you like 30 years later, 50 years
Wow.
later. Like, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just when you thought like, oh yeah, it's over with.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So then finding out how long the sentence was gonna be, what were you thinking then? Was that kind of when stuff started to sink in a little bit?
Yeah, in the beginning, they were asking for like 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 years.
They so if you guys probably don't know the justice system so well, they always like throw as many charges as they can at you,
Okay.
triple the time you're really gonna get.
Yes.
So hopefully you take a plea deal kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
all like
yeah,
bargaining.
yeah.
It's like
Okay.
go high. You know what I mean?
The
Like
same thing. They're negotiating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. So I knew it wasn't 12, but still when they say 12,
You're like, yo, it's still gonna be something.
something in the range
steep.
of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I guess that's when things starting to really. You start to feel something there.
yeah, at that point I was like, I'm cooked. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
know.
I might as well.
I can't
like,
imagine, man.
Yeah, whether I'm gone for 2, 3, 12 years, I gotta figure something else out now.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
That's
Like,
life changing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
As obviously you know.
And like, how long did the charges end up, or like the time end up being for both, like separated?
So between the two
Yeah,
charges,
yeah, yeah.
I got 21 months for the trafficking, but like in Canada or Ontario, most of Canada probably the same. You do 2/3 of your time. So I did like 13 months of that. I came home for 2-3 months, and then that's when I went to probation, and they got me, and then I got another 3 years. So I got 4 years, but I did 3 years and got a year parole. Sorry,
Okay.
it's always like kind of confusing and conflated in my head.
Yeah, of course.
It's getting
long-
old now too.
Yeah,
so-
that's
yeah,
long ago for sure.
Still
yeah,
a big amount of time in there, right?
No, for
3
sure.
years. Yeah, that's
for sure.
a long time, right? So, and that's where I guess you got introduced to your new profession.
So the crazy part is in the beginning, like when I say that I gotta make a change, I gotta figure something else out. I had no idea that I was gonna tattoo. I was just kind of drawing for fun at that point.
Yes.
I was more just like, it's funny. I don't know if you guys ever watched the podcast $1 Million Worth of Game.
I've never watched it.
I haven't.
So
It's like a ex rapper Gilly and this guy Waldo, his cousin, who did 18-year prison sentence.
Wow, 18 years.
18 years for robbery, came home and had like a couple music industry connections. Anyways, they have like the biggest like hip hop podcast out there. They interview all the biggest rappers. Like
Sick.
it's a huge podcast. Anyways, that guy jokes that he had his book of life in prison, and a lot of people do. It's just like you just have a book of paperwork of just like plans and thoughts, and just you write down everything. You know what I
can
mean?
imagine all you're doing in there is thinking. There's nothing else to do but think,
I
right?
had like 11 different like business ideas.
yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Like,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then-
like, yeah, you're getting.
yeah.
And I think you were working out in there too at the time.
Yeah,
right?
I was working out a
Got pretty
lot.
buff.
Yeah.
something would have worked out
Yeah.
in the end.
So yeah, I was like, I gotta figure out something. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was just reading entrepreneurial books, reading self-help books, like reading anything educational I can. I did my GED.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just like essentially trying to figure something out, and in that, I just randomly stumbled into tattooing. So
Wow,
yeah.
but you know what? Good for you, man. Because I'm sure not everybody in there is looking for something, an outcome. I would be surprised.
Most people are not.
Yeah,
no,
but so
most people are not.
it's good that you kept your head in a good place, right? So that's credit to you, man. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
What's like the actual story of how you actually got started, like tattooing?
So so I'll go back to drawing. So I started I read a book. I think you guys watched the podcast. You guys probably heard the story, but I'll tell the audience.
Yeah.
I read a book about the left and right side of your brain. I forget which one's which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's the creative side of your brain.
Yeah.
Anyways, it told you to draw a portrait and then read the next chapter and then draw a second self-portrait. And it literally just explained to you that your one side of your brain's trying to sabotage you to just speed things up and just draw, like, for example, instead of drawing lips, draw the symbol for lips. Like, you know, like the candy, like hot.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And then once you read the next chapter, it's like listen to your creative side of your brain or block that out and just look at every little shadow and every little wrinkle and every little shape and like actually look at it. Don't just, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
analyze it.
like sit down and take
Yeah.
a breath and like really
Yeah,
think about this.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And then I drew a second portrait, and again, it was trash, but it was like slightly better.
yeah. Like
and
you've seen a difference.
I seen a little different.
That's crazy, man.
And
See,
then
like,
I was like, I'm bored. Let me just keep doing this.
Yeah, man.
I think people like really gravitate towards that. If you get slightly better at something, you're addicted.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
me, it's golf. Like if I get a little bit better at
Yeah.
golf, next weekend,
yeah, you're
I
going
wanna
again
go
next week. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I get tunnel vision with things. My girl will attest to this. Like I'll find something new. Like I started sculpt. Actually, I didn't get as much tunnel vision because it's such a big undertaking. I started sculpting, but I was like, I'll start painting and I'll paint for like months straight. where I
Yeah.
do nothing but paint for a little bit. I get tunnel vision when I like.
Yeah,
something.
for sure.
Mm.
And sculpting is like one of those things. I feel like you're sitting there for hours.
Yeah, I was kind of like it was hurting my back because I was
Yeah, I can imagine,
I'm already
man.
hunched over from tattooing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. So I paint these little things called bag monsters. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys can superimpose them in after. I have these paintings that I.
Yeah, we'll post them in.
It's like a Gucci. One's a Gucci bag. It looks like a little monster, and then the other one's like a Birkin bag,
seen
and it
it.
looks
Oh,
like a
cool.
monster. But I wanted to make like sculpture versions of them.
Okay.
I
that's
want to make,
cool.
like cause dolls.
Yeah, man.
I want to like make like
create your own.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
cool, man.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And I feel like with that kind of stuff, like you want to perfect it.
Yeah,
you'll sit there
for sure,
forever.
for sure. I want to make one originally, and then I might let people like I might get them 3D printed eventually, but I want to
That'd be
make those
cool.
first, the original,
The originals,
yeah,
the
originals.
OGs, yeah.
People can get copies.
Collectibles.
Yeah, the collectibles,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
The ones that you keep forever, and then you
Yeah.
sell them one day.
Exactly. Yeah.
100 years later, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. So like, when you first like got that interest in art, like how long have you been in it? How long were you in there? Like how long was it been? A couple months, a couple weeks?
So the
A
funny
year?
thing is, because I did the 2 separate sentences ish, right? Like
That's right, that's right.
It feels like one to me. Like
Okay.
that 2 months didn't feel like when I was in there. It didn't really feel like I came home.
It was like
So
a tease.
It felt like a full 4 years the whole
Mhm.
time, even though I know I came home. The first time I started like drawing crude, like the easiest doodle stuff, I would get my girlfriend at the time, my ex, to send me in just like you know those adult coloring book kind of things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like stuff like that to just color in and
Yeah, for
doodle.
sure.
And so I drew a little bit the first time, and then the second time I was kind of doing the same thing. Like
Messing around,
Just
having fun. You're bored, right? You're looking for something to do.
yeah, not drawing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like not
yeah.
drawing.
Yeah.
And then so the second bid, probably like maybe 2 months in, maybe not that
Wow.
far in. Yeah, not that far in.
Pretty quick. Yeah.
And then within like 3-4 months of that, I had people like paying me low amounts, like $5-10.
Yeah,
to draw.
but I'm sure in there that's a good amount of money in there, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
to draw portraits of their wife or their kid or something like that, and then
Wow.
they'd send them home for a birthday present.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
it's like
nice.
everyone probably
Yeah.
loved you after that.
Bro, the one thing is like people always ask me like how I was in how like if I was ever scared in prison or anything like that. I kind of like know how to navigate the world a little bit because I'd been involved with people and that
Yeah,
kind of
for
I've been
sure.
adjacent to it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of young offender time when I was like 16, 17. So I got
Okay,
like
okay.
my pinky toe in.
Yeah.
But like I know how to keep to myself. I'm pretty good. And people once they found out that I drew and then tattooed, people just kind of like, unless you're like a degenerate, unless you're a piece
Yeah,
of
of
shit, they're just
course.
like, let's be cool with the guy who draws. You know what I mean?
Let me
Yeah.
show what you
The
can
guy
do,
that
man.
tattooed,
Yeah. Hey, I want a
exactly,
tattoo, man. Come here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Once people
That's
knew I
cool.
was tattooing and I was like minding my own business, I'm not doing anything crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
involved
You're
in
not
any
bothering nobody.
politics. They're
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
this guy's just tattooing. It's cool. So yeah.
Well, so after the drawing, when did that happen? When did the tattooing start?
So I didn't get to, so there's 2 different systems. There's provincial jail.
That's right.
Before you get convicted.
That's right.
So I did about a year. I did a year in provincial for the trafficking, and then when I did the second portion of it, I did a year waiting for trial for the first one. I didn't go to trial. I took a plea deal.
Okay.
But I waited about a year. No one tattoos in jail. You don't really have the equipment. People
Okay.
will do,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
people
I
will
can
do-
imagine.
People do stick and pokes like with like
Yeah.
staples and shit.
Like dirty shit. Yeah.
Once you get to prison, I'd say like maybe a month or 2 in. One of my associates, one of my friends that I was chilling with at the time, he was like begging me to start. Like,
Oh, yeah? He's like, come on,
shout
he's
out
like,
Tony.
yeah.
He was like, bro, I'll get you the things you need. Just tattoo me. And I was like, bro, I'm not gonna be good. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'll let
He
you practice
motivated you,
on
man.
me. Yeah. And I
Oh,
was
nice.
like,
You need one of those guys always.
I wouldn't have done it if it
Yeah.
weren't for him because I didn't want to risk my parole. I didn't see any benefit in it. I didn't want to be a tattoo artist. at
Yeah,
the
you're like,
time.
I'm not doing this shit.
I'm like, I was just drawing for fun and for a
Yeah.
little extra cash. And I was just like, he convinced me, and I was like, all right, let's try.
Yeah, let's see where this takes
Yeah,
us, right? Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So then, like, the first time you tried it, like, was it on yourself? Was it on like another inmate or?
Yeah, I have like a little rose right here. I did. I wish I had shorts on. I could show you guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
I had there's like 3 roses and then like a Buddha above it. That's like the first thing I did it in sections: a rose, and then the Buddha.
Cool. And to do that on yourself, what'd you use in there? Like, what'd you guys have access to?
So in there you do the prison. You can actually make a machine like. Pretty much it's just like the machines they made in the very beginning of tattooing before people had tattoo machines that you could buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
high-tech
yeah.
stuff.
The actual first tattoo machine, I'm pretty sure, was a doorbell.
No way.
It's a coil, so it's like I forget how it works. I haven't used coil machines in
Yeah,
so
yeah.
long, but it's like an electrical charge or a magnetic charge, and it like charges the magnet and like pulls it towards it, and then it uncharges the magnet and lets it go, and that moves the sway arm that moves the thing up and down essentially.
Yeah.
What we do is we take a CD player motor,
Okay.
or I think my first one was a PlayStation rumble thing, like the thing that shakes inside.
No
You know what I'm
way,
talking
man.
about?
Yeah. In the controller, in the actual
yeah.
in the controller.
Yeah, because you can get
the one
you
that
can
shakes
get,
it.
you can get
The vibration.
PlayStation. Yeah, you can get
no way.
you can get a PlayStation 1 or like anything pre-internet, networks on the things.
Yeah.
Sega, like the
You guys
original,
get access to that.
without playing online with people. Yeah,
Okay,
you
okay.
can get one. But yeah, we got the controller, and then it has a little motor in it that spins, just like the CD player motor.
No
It's essentially
way.
the same thing, and it moves around, and then it's like it moves around, and then there's a pin on it, and then that pin moves the needle up and down, kind of thing like that.
And that's your motor.
And that's the motor. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And like, did you made that yourself, or like so the other guys in there are showing you this is the way we do it?
People kind of told me how to make it, and I kind of figured it out.
You figured it out on your own.
But
Yeah.
people have been doing it forever. I didn't invent it.
I didn't invent it. Yeah, but you. Yeah.
But yeah, someone kind of explained it to me, and I made a rudimentary one. And then another guy was like, after I started using it, another guy that tattooed in there was like, you should change it a little bit.
Yeah,
And
tweak
kind
it up
of-
a bit. Yeah,
How-
make it a little better.
How long did it take you to do the initial one yourself? Like
Days.
days?
Yeah.
But eventually I could whip one up in like
Yeah,
seconds.
seconds. Yeah. Like, oh, I need a new one, fresh
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did they need to get replaced often, or was it? Did it last pretty long?
Most people did, because most people are heat bags and will get caught tattooing all the time. I never got caught.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
was like very careful. So I only had two. One I got rid of in a raid. Like they came to raid the cell blocks for
Okay.
drugs and weapons and
Yeah,
stuff. But I'm
yeah.
like, I don't want to get caught with this.
Yeah.
Threw it out. I was like, I can get another one.
Yeah, you make another one.
Yeah. So I went through two.
What was
Yeah.
the consequence for that?
Nothing. Like I shouldn't say nothing, but like the more incidences you get, the less you're gonna get parole. Like
Okay.
it's not really like they don't care. I got my hand tatted in there, this like skull part.
Cool.
I got that tatted in there, and I got called to like the bubble. Because my parole officer needed some paperwork from me for my parole hearing or something.
They're like,
and
what is that?
I just got tatted, and I was like kind of trying to hide it.
Yeah.
And they were like, show me your hand. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, and they're like, oh, it's just a tattoo. And I was like, what did you think it was? And they're like, oh, I thought your hands were all cut up from a fight or something. Yeah, or you got like a stab wound or something.
So they don't even
Yeah,
care
they
about
don't
the
even
tattoo
really
on in there.
If you're not a troublemaker,
Yeah, they
and
won't bother you.
They won't bother you.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
they kind of, and they never knew I tatted, but if I had got caught because I was so under the radar, I don't think they would have.
There wouldn't have been a big problem.
I don't even think I would have
Yeah,
got
it would've-
caught. I don't even think they would have wrote the paperwork up.
Yeah.
They would have just taken it.
Yeah,
from
don't
me.
do it again, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
see you later.
Were there ever any dangers that you saw to it? Like stuff wasn't clean and like someone can get infected?
Yeah, so
or-
like to outside standards, yes, 100%. Like there's
Okay.
there's a bunch of no-nos that you
Of course.
would do,
Yeah, I can
So, like,
imagine.
but like everyone understands, and we try our best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like, this is what we got, so this is what we're getting. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
We're gonna do it. It's all we got.
We do have gloves. We do have like access to saran wrap and stuff like that.
Oh no way, that's awesome.
Probably the worst thing I'd say that we did. We don't have any like actually high. I always forget the word, but like really strong cleaners that we use out here.
Of course.
And then like real needles and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Use guitar string.
Wow.
Some people would like actually like unbend a spring, but guitar string is way better. But you don't even have a lot of guitar string. You can't like you can get guitars in there and stuff, but it's still just like limited.
it's
access
limited
to
for
stuff.
everything probably.
So for clients, each client gets their own needle, and they keep that needle.
Oh,
and
that's
they
their needle.
clean it,
Yeah.
and they bring it back,
You-
and it's like, yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
Like,
but at least
Yeah.
they can't complain
would-
though. They're like, oh, you kept yourself the whole time.
exactly, and it's like we
You guys got a
really-
whole system going on in there.
right, and like yeah, so
How about in terms of ink? What were you guys using for that?
burnt baby oil.
Burn baby oil.
Yeah, you
Who would
like,
have thought, man?
you burn baby oil, you make like a little candle out of it. It's super hard to explain, but anyways, it makes like this little icicle of soot after a while,
Wow.
and then you keep knocking off that icicle until you have enough to make the pigment.
Who was the supplier? Did he?
Yeah. I said that in one of my live streams. Too. I was like, yeah. I said we use baby oil, no
That's
diddy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So,
There's a few different ways. People have burnt styrofoam. There's like, I think that seems wild to me, but that is like a normal way that people do it. Like, I mean, to the outside person, burnt baby oil seems wild.
yeah, seems
too, right?
crazy to us. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
It's like just you need the carbon from it or whatever.
How
right?
bad
So
can that possibly be though, compared to like
Oh yeah, for
Stuff easy
sure.
now.
It's just
It's gotta be off.
petroleum essentially. Like it's I don't know. It's,
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, you got it on you. Yeah,
Right,
right. It looks good,
right.
man. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, it actually looks pretty like.
It actually healed pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, it actually looks like
good.
legit.
You can't even really tell the difference from like the rest of my.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
No,
if
it's
you
darker
told me,
than
I would
my
never
stuff.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. How quick was it? Like when you started, how quick did people find out about it? Where'd you do it? Like in their cells, your cell?
Oh,
or-
in there.
Yeah.
It went pretty slow because I was very nervous in the beginning.
Oh,
I was,
100%, man. Especially you're doing it in there too, and
like,
like.
I joked that I had the craziest apprenticeship because I was tattooing like murderers. And,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
legitimately.
100%. Yeah.
So I was a little bit scared to just take on any clients. I kind of took on like people that I knew couldn't like crush me.
Yeah,
yeah.
In case I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
gotta
joking,
be like.
but like, yeah, no, I more just like took like very like easier small pieces that I knew I wasn't gonna fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't do any crazy pieces. In
No, like someone's going, hey, give me a sleeve. You're like, yeah, no.
I did a lot of like names, like script work, a lot of like quick little skulls.
Yeah,
like,
easier
very
stuff to do.
very simple
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
I did one like I don't know if you know who ICP is, like the band, Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
They have these like cards with like clowns on them. I don't know. There's like they're collector things.
Yeah, you did a couple of those.
Yeah, I did. Some dude got me to do a couple of those. There was
Yeah.
some cool pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. We gotta get pics of those.
Never. There
Never,
was no
yeah.
pics.
Yeah, no.
No,
no.
I'm saying now. Imagine now.
Yeah.
So I had a couple guys reach out to me on TikTok that I did time with that were like just saw one of my videos. They're like, "Yo, bro, I remember you." So like it's possible, but I haven't seen any of my prison tattoos in the wild yet. Like
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I haven't seen one. Nah, I feel like they're shit.
No, but
Yeah, but it'd be cool
Kinda
just
like
to go back
memory
and see
lane, no?
that.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I
course.
mean?
I did one for this one guy. You know, like Tupac's Thug Life.
No, is that what he got?
He got Low Life.
Low life.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, was that the craziest one you ever did in prison?
That one, yeah, for sure. That
Yeah,
was,
across the whole stomach.
Yeah, Low Life.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow.
Like basically, like what I'm getting from this is like down there in prison, anything for tattoos, man. They want him bad, bro.
So we used to joke that there was like me and two other tattoo artists there. They were way better than me. I was very new. They were like kind of showing me a little bit. We would come out to yard and we'd all tattoo in these like program rooms and like hidden, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to.
yeah.
And we'd all come out, we'd all kind of like go smoke a little bit before, and I'd go smoke some shatter. We used to, bro, I'll tell you how we did it after, but we'd go have a little smoke outside and I'd be like, what are you tatting today? And it was like a running joke every day, just skulls and guns.
That's it.
Wow.
Bro, it's like all these guys are gangsters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like there was also like very limited reference photo material. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
there's
it's
no
like,
reference photo, man.
Yeah.
there's some. We have like magazines and stuff. So like I got some of my skull references from like biker magazine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you make do. You know what I mean?
You
But,
guys make it work.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like we just joke skulls and guns. Like that was
Yeah.
like every day was like
Somebody wanted a scholar gun. Every
yeah,
day.
yeah. Yeah.
By the end of it, you guys probably became experts in drawing
Yeah,
skulls and
exactly.
guns.
Yeah.
Damn, that's great.
So outside of prison, what was the craziest tattoo someone's ever asked you for?
I didn't end up doing it, but a girl asked me for. I can keep hitting this. A girl asked me for the word milk tattooed around her butthole.
Oh my
Wow.
That's crazy.
I can't imagine what field she was.
I can't. I can't believe she even asked that, man.
I'm not,
The audacity to ask
she's
somebody
actually
that.
one of my like. I tatted a bunch of tats on her. She
Oh,
was
okay,
like,
okay. Good client.
yeah, I was like, I mean, we could. I was like, but that's
Yeah.
gonna be hell to heal.
Yeah,
I
man.
can imagine.
I
That's
literally
another-
looked up on Reddit like how one might, because there's a couple porn stars that have it, like tats around them.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was one girl that had a whole Reddit post on like how she healed her
Oh my gosh.
because it was like it's complicated. Like she's,
But it's possible.
but it's possible.
Yeah, everything's possible.
All things in Christ.
I think that's another thing we were thinking of. Like, before someone gets a tattoo, what would you say to like think about like all the things you have to think about, all the aspects of it that
There's so many different things. So like a lot of times, one of my main things is I do a lot of big projects like sleeves and stuff, and I have a lot of people that come in that got like a quarter sleeve done, or they got like one tattoo across here and then they want a whole sleeve and it blocks everything, or their artist did like their quarter sleeve wrong and it comes over like this far over on their wrist, so it blocks this quarter sleeve.
Yeah, it doesn't really
One of my main things is just like really think about it, like most people, like especially guys, if you're getting big tattoos, you're probably eventually gonna get sleeve. Like you know what I mean? Like, and even if you want that little tiny like Roman numerals, don't get it right here. Get it like right here, or like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
not in the main areas.
kind of more transitional spots where it still look great. Like the bottom of your wrist is great. You can still put a whole sleeve on top of that.
Yeah.
That's one thing, and then the other thing is just like coming in. Bro, people always say like, oh, can I drink during the tattoo? Whatever. They think that it's like you can't. Not supposed to, but we don't mind people having like one drink or something like that. The big no is the night before. People come in hungover all the time, and it's a nightmare. Like, you're already just your body's in rough shape.
I don't even know why you would want to sit through that.
But when people have their tattoo appointment booked 3 months in advance, and then their boy's birthday, forgot their boy's birthday the night before. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, wow, boys, you're in for a rough day. We're doing an 8-hour session today. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's my hangover is one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I could see that.
People think like, oh, I'll be good. I'm not gonna drink the day of. You know what I mean?
But the day before though, I'm good till 4 a.m.
Exactly. Big no.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Before we get too far from like the prison stuff, like how was it? So like I guess tattooing kind of sets people up for the outside world in prison because like it's probably hard to get a job after, right? So
I get that question a lot. In Canada, it's actually way easier to get a job. We don't like the average employer can't look at your record. You don't even have to tell them. A lot of like most people go to construction after. You know what I mean? Like,
and there's nobody looking at anything.
There's definitely a lot of fields. I wouldn't say it would be hard. There's definitely a few fields that it's hard to get into. You will need a background check, government sector work, working with kids. There's definitely some, and then just like crossing the border. Like to this day, I'm still denied entry from the States. Like I have pretty crazy charges, right? Like mine isn't just like sometimes it's pretty easy to get like maybe like a weed charge from when you were 16, you can get in. I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer. It's gonna cost me a bunch of money. I can still technically get in too. I have to go through like this crazy paperwork. It's gonna cost me 10, 20 grand.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It will be worth it for me because I want to go do guest spots in America.
Okay, so
I can go work there.
Yeah, that's different.
My whole point is if you ever have a job where you need to travel for work, like that.
It's a whole different scenario for sure. So that makes sense for you.
No, it's definitely gonna. There's a bunch of little barriers that you don't foresee, kind of thing. That's one of them. The actual job isn't one of them sometimes, but then like some of the better jobs, you're traveling to the States for conferences, whatever. And at that point, it's like,
oh, I can't go.
And why?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like now you lied to us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
I get plane sick. Oh, we'll drive you there.
So it could get sticky.
At that point, like if you wanted to go to do guest spots in the U.S., wouldn't you need a visa or something to work there? And then it can get denied by them, right? Because they're stricter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but even just across the border, they can see all your stuff. And they definitely deny me at this point. Once going for the visa is the easier route because they actually get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like there's just like you're coming there to work to make money to give them taxes.
Contribute to the economy.
Like, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like going back to that prison topic, so you started doing your small stuff in there, right? You started using those machines, right? So how did this continue afterwards?
When I came home, I was at the halfway house in Hamilton. When you come home, they make you like 95% of the time you have to go to a halfway house. Even if you have an apartment waiting for you, a job.
You're going to the halfway house.
They make you. And it's like the only people that I see and skip that are like high profile, like literal like mob people and stuff that like
the guys who know people.
No, not even that.
Okay.
You can like kind of prove that like this puts me at risk.
Oh,
there's people trying to kill me.
Safety.
They know exactly where I am.
I get it.
That's one of the. There's other ways to do it, but that's one of the main ways. But I went to the halfway house, and I luckily was walking past a tattoo shop right around the corner, and I asked the guy if you know where to buy a machine, like if there was a supply place. And the long story short, after a little chat, he offered me an apprenticeship.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the odds of a tattoo shop being by the halfway house? Anyways, right?
Sure.
That's pretty.
It was right downtown Hamilton.
Oh,
so you know
okay, that's where it was.
So,
right over there.
Yeah. So there probably was a few around there, but the guy was nice enough to like. I told him, I'm like, I'm fresh out of prison. I'm living at a halfway house.
Oh, you told him straight up.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, come on in."
I'm not gonna lie to them.
Yeah, no,
no, for sure. And he's just like, he was super accommodating. Like shout out, I think Vagabond Saints. I forget the guy's name now, but super nice guy.
Nice.
I wasn't there for that long, so he did a different style than I do. He did like American traditional.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Sailor
yeah.
Jerry kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to do realism. So I learned the basics off of him. He taught me real machines, the proper hygiene, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you
And
still
then,
got what you needed
Yeah.
from that place.
How long did you spend over there?
like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Short
It wasn't that
tenure.
much. Yeah, it was very quick.
So from there, where did you go after? Start tattooing.
Then I started tattooing out of my apartment for a little bit, like a bum.
No, that's You're,
no, but
you're
just
doing
like
your
I
thing.
definitely.
And at this point, so now you're out of your apartment. What kind of work were you doing then? Like, are we past like the little
Yeah,
guns
like,
and skulls? Like, were we into like
Script.
not at that point even. No, that's like still the very beginning.
still the very beginning, right? We're still there.
I'm still bigger
yeah,
than tattoo.
like you're just learning the real machine now.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even think that I'm gonna be a professional tattoo artist.
Yeah, you're
like
still
I'm
just having fun.
I'm still just like, yeah, I'm like working as a painter at this point.
Okay.
Just like a first job I could get.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not gonna give this up. It's still fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I
it's
was
a
like-
hobby.
But I didn't really think I was ever gonna get that good at
Wow.
that point. Yeah.
Were you making like a sustainable amount of income while you were a painter? Like, did you ever think, oh, maybe I should go back to what I was doing before, or did that never cross your mind because you found like other things to do,
What do you mean?
like the drug game or anything? You know, like people get tempted to get back in.
No, at that point I was after
straight.
doing 4 years. Yeah, I definitely made a decision. Like I've never been tempted to go back.
Okay, that's
ever.
good.
Yeah, like never. Even before when I first came home, it wasn't even like sunshine and like roll. You know what I mean? Like I was like making $18 an hour, like working 30 hours a week painting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're just doing what you can.
but I still was not even thinking about that.
And I'm sure
whatsoever.
prior to that, you were making some good money,
Yeah.
right?
But no, I was I was just painting. I got promised like a sprinkler fitters job from my good friend Ryan. Shout out Ryan.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was just waiting for that to start painting in the meantime. And then around the same time is when I really felt like I maybe was getting decent at tattooing.
Right.
And I got into another shop in Ajax very briefly, and then COVID hit, and all the shops shut down.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I was tatting out of my condo for a bit, and then I got into another shop, the Canvas, which was like a barber shop / tattoo shop.
Oh, it's pretty dope.
And then that was when I like really became like a professional tattoo artist. at that
Okay.
point, I think, even though I was doing part-time and I was still doing construction.
Yeah, so you're doing both at the same time?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like working 7 till 3, and then going home, letting my dog out, eating, showering, and then working from like 5, sometimes till 3 in the morning.
Wow.
Like going back to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Back to work.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff.
for like
Wow.
a good year and a half, 2 years.
That's like real dedication,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't get like burned
Not
out.
every day too, because I'm
But
not
still,
tatting.
even if it's 2-3 days a night, like working construction
And-
the next morning,
yeah,
like
and
yeah.
some weeks it was like 5 days. Some days it was 1. Some days
Yeah.
it was 2. But yeah.
You're running on
Wow.
coffee at that point. eh?
Yeah, bro.
Right?
wow,
And then I
man.
just started calling in sick all the time because tattooing, I could make more in a day tattooing than I could.
in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
construction, right? Wow,
And then
man.
and then I
yeah.
planned my exit. I like I had a really bad shoulder at the time.
Okay.
Like I was telling you guys, I have a bad shoulder
Yeah.
rotator cuff.
Yes.
And I was rehabbing at the time. I was going for MRIs. I was doing all this thing. So I told my work at the time that I was like, hey, 6 months from now, I give them a lot of time because I don't want to burn bridges. I
Yeah,
wanna
of
be
course.
with
So it's
them.
always good to keep that.
I literally told them, you got 6 months and I'm going for surgery for my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
So after, and then I was like around Christmas of 2023. No, maybe 2023.
Somewhere around then.
Somewhere
Yeah,
around
yeah, that's
there.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I gave them like 6 months, but like in that last 6 months, I called in sick way too many times.
Way too many times.
Yeah.
You kind of knew what you were doing, right?
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, like, yeah,
It worked out.
from how it sounds, like you love
Yeah.
tattooing because like I know it was just a hobby at that point, but once you got good at it, you're like, yeah, okay, I got to get away from this. I got to go to what I love,
At
right?
that point, it was already something I loved.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man,
yeah.
for sure. Like you put a lot of dedication into it,
Yeah.
right? So
And I think at that point you start chasing a dream. Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And
I
then
guess once you're going for that long, like you're like, okay, I got to do this full time. I can't juggle both anymore.
there's the tattooers that have been in it for like 10 years that are quitting right now because the industry is like the recession and everything. And I don't want
Yeah.
to say those people don't love it because some people just, it's rough and they quit. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
for sure, stuff
Like,
happens with life and whatnot. So
but
there's
we're,
different situations.
we're definitely seeing like there's a bunch of artists that jumped on the wave when it got big. And then now that it's like, they're getting starved out now with the recession. There's like a slow time in tattooing in general, and then also the recession.
Yeah.
So you're seeing who loves it now.
Yeah,
'cause,
so
like,
it's a tough
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's a tough time.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you had to give some advice to your 15-year-old self when you got the trouble,
Oh, it's so funny.
going through all the experiences that you've been through, would you be the right person now for that 15-year-old kid?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First, I'd slap the shit out of him. I would introduce
Wake him up a little bit.
Yeah, introduce him to God. No, but I don't know but the 15-year-old me wouldn't have listened. At all.
Yeah.
At all.
You're
Not even close.
doing your own thing.
I was gone at that point.
Yeah.
15 was like my mom passed when I was like, I think I always forget the years, but it was like late when I was 15 or early 16, something like that. So around that time I was like going off the deep end. I was at the worst part. Like
For sure.
From there to like probably 18, I was just like a mess.
Yeah, you're on a wave and a different level.
Didn't care about it.
Yeah.
Stuff to deal with, right?
So yeah, I definitely like I would have a ton of advice for my 15-year-old self.
Yeah.
And I would like be the right person to tell him that, but 15-year-old me would have
Ain't listening to
nobody.
nobody.
Fought me. Like, you know what I mean?
You're like,
Like,
who are you talking to me? Yeah.
So unfortunately, but yeah.
And
So go for it. No, go for it.
how like how happy are you that you were able to overcome all that and now you are where you are? Like,
I'm obviously like it's hard to explain. I'm more happy that my family's like happier. You know what I mean? Like I could have dealt with like that sounds terrible, but like I kind of like very early on, like 15, 16, I kind of like made my decision in life. Like I've made a decision. You know what I mean? Like obviously like circumstances get you into it, but I at that point was like, I'm like a lifer. Like I'm probably gonna be in this for life kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I kind of was like, I didn't care. But I recently hear like family members tell me that they're proud of me. And you know what I mean?
That's
like,
nice. That's something nice
I
to
just
hear.
had a funeral recently and like saying like my Aunt Mary that passed would have been super proud of me. Like those little things like that.
Those
you know
things
what I mean?
touch you,
Like,
man.
yeah. And like from the soul. Like
That's why, because that's someone you've been around your whole life, right?
or people that like reach out. Like I had someone reach out to me that I haven't talked to since like grade 4, grade 6, and they're just like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but like I just want to say like I'm proud of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got people thinking about you, man.
That means more that sometimes than your actual family, because they kind of have to tell you that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. They're always
Not that
gonna be there.
don't believe them, but you know what I mean? Like,
Unconditional from your family.
oh, this person came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like, I just want to tell you I noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So like, yeah, I'm more just like I'm obviously happy. My life is way more calm now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just way more. Yeah, I had a good job with the sprinklers. I actually don't mind it. Like, you guys work construction. I don't know. What do you do?
I work at a corporation.
Okay. You're the only non.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love working with the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a good time for sure.
I
Yeah.
didn't mind construction at all, especially when you're union kind of thing.
Yeah.
You meet some really good dudes too.
I traded a good job for a dream job.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
That's what everyone hopes for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always tell people like try and look at my story. Try and water a seed on the side, no matter what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
anything.
Yeah.
That's not your 9 to 5,
You're
unless
like
you absolutely love yours, like mine, which I
Yeah.
now have, but I didn't. So I watered what I have now that I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it's always not easy, but it's always possible to like do your day job, and then you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a streamer. Those are like the things that kids want to be now. You know what I mean?
Of course,
For the younger generation, but anything, you want to be an artist, any of these things, like painting, like anything.
Any passion project.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had the biggest effect on you to where you are now? Like, I know you spoke about your friend Tony that convinced you to do it. There's probably some other people along the way as well.
So actually, this nothing to do with tattooing, but when I first came home, the painting job that I actually had, there was a guy, Ian. I already outed him in the first podcast. I was trying not to say his name, but he doesn't give a fuck anyways. He's pretty much out there too.
Cool.
He's an ex-Hells Angels member.
Yeah.
Okay.
He went through the halfway house before me. And then he got out of the halfway house, started a painting business. He never painted in his life. His older brother was a painter. They started the business together. Anyways, within like a few years, this guy turned this business into like one of the biggest painting businesses in all of Hamilton, Ancaster area.
Good for him.
When he just did all these really smart moves coming home from prison. Like, you know what I mean? And I think he got into minimum security, and he got to go, you get to do like weekend passes. So when you go to like camp, which is like minimum security prison, you can apply and you go for like weekend pass where you get to go home and see your family or whatever.
Okay, nice.
And you can like finesse it where you can do it during the week too, because maybe your family works on the weekend. So I think he finessed it to go during the week. And instead of going to see his family, like he went to see his family, but he went and got his license one weekend.
Wow.
And then he went and like opened a credit card and just did all
nice.
these little things, fixed his credit.
Yeah.
Like, whereas these dudes were going home and just like clapping cheeks with the old lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this
Yeah.
guy's
He was like, he had something in his mindset, right?
Very forward looking.
He's like, yeah, let's do something.
And I saw this guy, like, he was on parole for like 10 more years or something like that. He got a crazy sentence.
Wow.
And he'd only been out for like 5 years, already owned a house, owned a brand new truck, had a business, was getting married. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like,
yeah.
and I was just like he was a huge, like, just example.
Right away he started.
Yeah.
He started getting his like you said, his camp or whatever, right?
And he motivated me because like I saw him, like first I saw a bunch of idiots at the halfway house that are like trying to sell drugs again. Or just being idiots.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
going back into the same lifestyle.
Bro, while I was there, one dude shot a dude a block away.
Wow.
While he was at the halfway.
Wow, man.
It's gonna be hard to find it.
Yeah.
While we're still talking about the halfway house, I've been following you on Instagram for quite a while. You always post this picture of it.
Yeah.
It's the bedroom at the halfway house.
Yeah.
What does that room signify? What does it mean to you?
Bro, just like, I don't know. It's hard to say because people always ask me that because I post it like, people kind of like make fun of me that I post it.
No, I feel like it's motivation.
It's just like a motivation. It's just like, and it's just like and like, it also, people will ask me. And then I'm like, bro, I started my life. Sometimes I'll post the explanation with it, but sometimes I just post it random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I started my life like completely over with nothing. Like absolutely nothing in that room. And it was like, that halfway house was crazy. It was like an old school that was like, the bathroom was flooded with an inch of water at all times.
Wow, man.
An old Victorian school that was like haunted. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Was there like, no, go for it.
I was just gonna ask, I mean, like, were there a lot of people there? Like,
yeah, there was that was such a weird one. So they were building they had another halfway house and they were renovating it.
Okay.
And it was like a temporary. So
okay, they're just like, stay here while we fix up this new one.
Yeah, so literally like, the bedrooms were like a classroom with like you could see it in the picture. There's like fucking drywall like 6 feet up, and then just like you can, if you really look over, you can see into the next guy's room.
Like a stall.
Yeah.
And then it's like the school like chalkboards on.
It was like
an
abandoned school.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
threw some beds in there. They're like, here you guys go.
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah. That one was shit. And then the one I got into the one that they renovated for like the last month, and it was actually really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
They put, like,
Yeah,
millions of dollars into it.
Okay,
It was
good.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, okay, so let's go back. Take us back. So you went to Ajax. You started working there.
Yeah.
Right. And then what happened after that?
Ajax, and then I came to COVID hit, shut down everything. I worked in my condo for a bit. Then I went to Canvas, which was the barbershop /
That's right. Sorry, that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Canvas. Yeah.
Then I worked there for maybe like a year.
Nice.
Maybe even more. And then eventually just went and opened my own shop. I more just wanted to be like in control of like everyone that I worked with and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I
Do
just
your
wanted
own
to like
thing. Yeah.
You want to be your own boss.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that to owning your own shop, having your own business, man, that's huge.
Yeah.
And since then, you've had some Argos players drop by, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So luckily, like for I met. That was actually because of the Canvas. So a couple of them got their haircut there.
Cool.
So that was actually a great spot. Like shout out to Daniel, the owner of the Canvas. That place was amazing while it was in its heyday.
Okay.
Because it was like a big barber shop, and then at the end were these 2 glass booths, and you could see us tattooing. in the booth.
Yeah.
So it's like people are getting their haircut, and they're like, "Wait a minute, I want to tattoo."
Yeah, let me go talk to this guy. Let me see what's going on.
I met a couple of Argos from there, and that's actually where the idea for my podcast came from. I was tattooing Dwayne Hendricks. He plays for BC now, but he was playing for the Argos at the time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we were just chilling. I was tatting, we were talking, and I was like, yo, this would be like cool to just film this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
It's
sure,
like, my idea was like LeBron's like kind of shop talk. You know, his podcast?
The barber shop there, yeah.
Mixed, but like with a tattoo, obviously. And then I was like, I've never seen anyone do a live tattoo
Never.
during the podcast. So that's where that
Yeah,
idea
it's
came
creative,
from.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, and I knew I had access to like a few Argos at least to start to get the momentum rolling. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah.
huge, man. Those are
Even in the rap scene, I think Doovie rap.
No, Doovie was Spencer. Spencer, one of my artists that worked with me.
But that was over at your shop, right?
Yeah. He came.
Cool.
Oh yeah. He came over.
That's cool.
Yeah, they shot a little content over Doovie. Who else did I have there? I had one of the shooting stars, Donovan Williams. He's also played in the NBA, G League.
Wow,
played in China.
yeah.
What else? My favorite guest was this YouTuber, Chris Mustlist. You guys should look up his stuff. He travels to the most dangerous parts of the world.
Oh,
Look
okay.
him up now.
I think I know which videos you're talking
Bro,
about. I
he's-
don't know the guy by name, but
He's
is it?
literally had dinner with like the Taliban in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He got like he met and had dinner with that Haitian warlord guy barbecue.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
I've actually seen this
God.
guy's videos before.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
And he goes in like these sketchy neighborhoods.
Yes.
In like Mexico. and
Yeah,
things
yeah, just like by
yeah. I see.
himself,
So is he from
dolo.
Toronto?
Yeah.
No
yeah, yeah.
way. I
Super
had
cool.
no idea.
What's his ethnicity?
He's just a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like really welcoming, eh?
Super. He's
awesome.
just like he's very positive and he's very
Yeah, yeah.
street smart and he's just like his whole thing is he's like you show the camera what you want to show. He doesn't try and push a narrative. You know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah.
he goes to the most dangerous places that are kind of stigmatized, and he's like, show us like maybe the good parts of your life.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
shows
Like,
you wrong, yeah.
shows the humanity and
Yeah.
like the gang members in Trinidad and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen some of his stuff, I think.
So everyone just has like respect for him, I think. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
Like, and he's
cool.
had some sketchy situations.
Oh, I
obviously,
bet,
but
man. 100%.
he's very street smart, and he's always gotten himself out of it. So,
Yeah,
That's
nice.
crazy.
but
Yeah,
he was the coolest episode. He had the best stories.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I split his episode into 3 episodes. I had
Wow.
like 3 45-minute episodes.
Damn.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I bet you can write a book.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Chris Mustlist, check out his YouTube. He's got like 500,000 followers
Wow.
or
Wow.
subscribers on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
look him up for sure.
Yeah, those are like cool videos to watch, right? Yeah. Stuff
feel
you,
like-
stuff you never see, like you were just
Yeah.
saying, right? Like
Yeah. I see a lot of that stuff now. Like people, maybe I don't know if people got it from him or like.
maybe
So
it's him that you're seeing.
There's a few of them. There's like a younger guy that goes to like Chirac and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name. He's like a younger guy. He's more in like the urban like rap kind of scene, but he does also go to the craziest parts. He also does that.
Okay.
Wow.
But Chris is like internationally just like literally goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like he went to Ukraine in the middle of the war. He went to
Wow.
Insane.
yeah, he goes anywhere. He'll go anywhere.
Yeah, he's got no fear.
Yeah. no,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool.
And I think we were talking before. Like, what's the piece that you're proudest of working on?
For tattoos?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's like always like kind of evolving because like I'm always working on something really cool and like a lot of my projects take a long time to finish. You know what I mean? So like
yeah.
it's always evolving. So like right now I'd say either like a full back that I did. It's like a cover up on this girl's back. Took like 80 hours total.
Wow. 80 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the next would be my boy Bailey. I'm working on like he does one full leg sleeve, and I'm working on his second one. They're
Wow.
both
Nice.
Greek mythology. They're
Nice.
like
That's a
matching
nice
kind of
piece. That's
thing.
got to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nice piece.
Yeah.
It's like a whole canvas at that point.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, I met him and he already had like he's my good friend now, but I met him as a client
Yeah.
and he already had 2 full sleeves, or else I would have he would have let me do it.
Yeah, his whole body.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
body.
I'm doing
Yeah.
his 2 legs. I'm finishing his back. I'm doing his stomach.
Yeah,
I'm,
everywhere.
I'm pretty much finishing the rest, but
Okay.
it would have been nice to get. I haven't got a full bodysuit yet. That's my goal.
That's your goal. Get a
Yeah,
full
yeah,
body
yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the-
That's.
Uh,
No.
we'll cut that.
Leave it in.
The inspiration for your tattoos, like did you look at an artist and say like I want to do that type of style, or like
In the beginning, I kind of did, and then like my style kind of evolved over time. So like I do really love portraits, obviously, because that's
Mhm.
what I started drawing.
Yeah.
And I do love like Greek mythology because I love it for myself. Like I would love to just be covered in Greek statues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dope.
But then I found that like I started getting a lot of dark requests. So like not just like skulls, but like dark imagery. You know what I mean? Like that back piece is one of them. It's like a very dark like statue. She's holding a skull. It's got skulls. It's just like
Dark things.
they
yeah.
call it dark realism.
Yeah,
you know what I
Satanic-
mean? Like
satanic?
that kind, like not
Yes, that's-
satanic per se,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like horror-ish. Like
Wow.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I've been able to find like a lot of like statues that are dark. because I like to do the Greek statue work.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
So that's kind of starting to turn into my style, which I
Okay.
necessarily wouldn't get any of it myself.
Yeah, but you like doing it.
But I like doing it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people seem to like really like it, and I've started to
Okay.
get more and more requests for it.
Wow.
And when I do, sometimes I'll design sleeves up for grabs, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I
sometimes-
made this piece.
Sometimes people come to me and want a sleeve. We design it all together. Sometimes I'm just like cooking on the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I have an idea here. Let me put something together.
And like I found, I just started to like gravitate towards a lot of that.
Nice,
now. So
man.
that seemed to be
Yeah,
my
that's
style
cool.
now.
And I feel like most people put the faith in the artist too.
Yeah.
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 Especially as you get better. Like
For
in
sure.
the
Yeah.
beginning, like if you're charging $50 and you're clearly shit, they're gonna be
Yeah.
like micromanaging. The hell
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, they're telling you how to do it.
The more portfolio pieces and the more like you clearly look at someone's page and it's like this guy does big shit. And
Yeah,
he's
he
not
knows what
like-
he's doing.
Yeah, a lot, and and I also offer a little bit of a discount if people just let me cook. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
like a creative freedom discount. Most artists do.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
more fun
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you probably
Exactly,
too, right?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing your own thing. You're having
You
fun.
give me a theme. It could be anything, religion, Greek mythology, anything, and then I come up with the whole like.
The
And
whole
you can even
piece.
give me a few statues. You can give me suggestions.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But I like to do like the whole layout and everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Go
that's-
from skulls and guns to
Yeah,
Yeah, now
yeah,
you're doing
exactly.
whole body. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Adam,
If-
I got it. Go for it.
So no, if anyone sees this and anyone has 0 tattoos or minimal tattoos and wants a full bodysuit, I'll give like literally a crazy deal, like half off. I had a TikTok where I posted it. I've had some interest in it. It's like a once in a lifetime thing because most people don't start off blank wanting a bodysuit.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
hard to
So,
find. That's
If
hard to
anybody
find.
wants that has minimal tattoos, they can either be covered or incorporated, or has 0 tattoos, and you want to at least start a sleeve and maybe want a bodysuit, hit me up.
And discount
go.
Spro Talk at checkout.
Yeah, that's it. Say Spro Talk and you're gonna get your discount. Yeah. No, so I was just gonna say, Adam, do you think you would be where you are today if it wasn't for going to prison?
Oh no.
Oh, right. Okay.
I would. It's hard to say where I would be, but
Like in a sense, like it's almost like, do you think it kind of did
100%.
good for you?
No, the best thing that ever happened.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
no,
there you go.
like,
That's kind of like where I was going. I just like,
definitely silver lining. I'm just trying to think like, it's so cliche to say I'd be deader in jail.
Yeah.
yeah,
know what I
that's what I
mean?
mean. Like it's like, do you say that? Like, how do you say it? Right?
But like, yeah, I probably would end up with another long sentence or
Yeah.
like something gone wrong. Yeah, like it wouldn't have been good. Or I just would have got like discouraged and just got some low end job. Maybe I got out of the life, but I like just got some low end job or something.
yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe I could have started another business, or who knows? But
You never know, right?
But I don't think I would have had the motivation. I think before that, I probably, there was, as bad as it sounds, my dad asked me if it was worth it one time when I got arrested for the drugs. And I kind of at that point could still justify it in my mind. And I was like, listen, I did a year for like, I've been doing this for like 15 years ish at this point. Maybe like 10 years at this point. If I got to do 1 year every 10 years to live the lifestyle that I'm living and
You're
like to
willing to
make
do
the
it.
money, at that point I was willing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean? Like at that point I was easily able to justify it like that in my head stupidly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So like, who knows? And like the crazier things get, the more you justify it until you got to take a timeout or something like that.
Yeah.
As you slip down that slope and things get crazier and crazier,
then
you're-
you start to realize things.
no, you don't.
you
That's
don't.
that's my
Okay,
point.
that's your
It's
point, you
just-
don't.
It gets very easy, and it's just like you didn't get caught for this wild things. You did something even crazy.
Yeah, you're untouchable.
You exactly. You
Yeah,
start to- I started to think that I was smarter than the police.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
And it's, like,
untouchable. It's just you. You're living
terrible.
in your.
Don't ever think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like lose a sense of reality.
Yeah. And then look, like, bro, I got like straight out of a movie. I got a cold case from like DNA left on
7
scene
years
from a
ago.
robbery from 7 years ago.
Wow.
They're gonna get you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they don't give up. Yeah.
So it's not worth it.
Yeah, there's been a lot
Yeah.
of cases like they start using DNA now
Yeah,
more, right?
100%.
So there's been a lot of cases that come
100%.
back after 20 years, 30
Bro, I
years.
left one tiny little drop of blood,
Yeah,
and like I don't even remember cutting myself.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
so
Like,
much going on at the time.
So, yeah, no, if it weren't like definitely the best thing that ever happened to me, I definitely wouldn't have found tattooing.
yeah.
That's almost a positive.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
know what I
that's
mean?
kind of what I
Like,
was getting at. Yeah. Like
I-
maybe you wouldn't have found that, right?
I don't see maybe I would have. My life would have turned out okay. I find
Yeah, for
myself
sure.
pretty ambitious. You know what I mean? Like I maybe would have wanted to start a family and been like, I definitely can't do this as a dad.
Sure.
But I definitely would have found tattoo. I probably would have just been working construction.
Yeah,
I feel like you regret the actions, but what came out of it was
Yeah,
positive,
for sure,
right?
for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, I guess unless you want to, do you have anything else to
No,
say to
that's
the
it.
people?
No.
No. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this episode.
Perfect. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adam,
nice.
thanks for coming on, man. That was an
Yeah.
awesome episode. We appreciate it. We
thank
hope
you, Adam.
these viewers enjoy this. You know, this is some awesome information and some
Yeah.
inspirational stuff.
Yeah.
And we hope there's someone out there that can take this stuff with them, right? That's kind of what Adam's whole thing is here.
One more thing, if anybody does see this, I've been trying on the other podcast, I had kind of mentioned it, and we do kind of have something in the works. It's kind of out of my hands because they have like the funding and everything, and they're kind of like the organizational force behind it. Handcuff Status Inc. We're working on a program to try and help people coming home from prison to try and tattoo artists that were already tattooing will be a little bit easier. But even people that want to become tattoo artists, you can submit a portfolio of like drawings and stuff. We might help you get into the tattoo industry.
Awesome.
But what I haven't found yet is which is even kind of more important to me, is I would like to find somebody that works with like at-risk youth. So like Covenant House or Big Brothers and Sisters program, something like that. And I want to do a similar program, but for like youth.
That's big, man.
So like people that are kids that are into art, into drawing kind of thing, give them at least an introduction to the tattoo industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
man.
and maybe spark that. And like, because like maybe if someone showed me when I was 15, like you were saying, it was like,
Yeah,
if I could have went and talked to myself when I was 15, I probably wouldn't have listened to myself.
but maybe you would have thought of it, right?
But if I was still kind of drawing at that point, and some like dude who had been to prison came and was like, bro, I tried that route. Don't do that.
Yeah,
You're
you
a
might have,
moron.
maybe. You never know. It might have sparked something.
Bro, tattoo, you could make $1,000, $2,000 a day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
kind of whatever
tattoo
you put
it.
into it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
It's great.
no, yeah, I would love if anybody seeing this works with kids or knows someone that works with kids, or I just want to like, I just need to get my foot in the door. I'm not very like, I'm not good at like organizing. I'm not good at like reaching out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
you're
need,
looking to get something started.
I need like
here.
a partner. I need
Yeah,
someone that
yeah,
can like
that's
kind of
big,
help
man. That's
spearhead
huge,
on
yeah.
the like, not corporate for lack of a better word, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
On the-
Something
yeah.
on the inside.
yeah, on the inside.
Maybe we could like clip this for you, and we'll put in like a shorter
Yeah,
form of
please.
content.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, for sure.
we'll get out to more people,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, that's huge.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last thing I want to say. If anyone can help with that, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
so-
for it. However we can help.
Yeah,
we're,
thank
we're
you.
all for it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Adam, thanks again for coming. That
Yeah,
was
thanks, guys.
great. Check out his YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Great.
The YouTube is actually
Sorry,
new.
Instagram.
The Instagram is 50 Shades of Great, and then I have my podcast and YouTube channel is New Ink Who Dis.
Check them out, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
50
stuff
Shades
there.
of Great, not 50 Shades of Gray.
That's it. Make sure you don't get that wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, everyone.
Thanks,
Like,
guys.
comment, and
Take care, guys.
subscribe. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.